ahead, Daniel.
No, yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I'm so excited right now, guys. I apologize. Welcome. My name is Daniel, and of course, to my left is the ever comparable.
I thought your name was DJ.
I don't have the hat. I can't do it anymore. Off camera, we spoke about this, and I was going to wear. Anyway, to my left is the ever incomparable, amazing, talented, what other descriptive words can I say for you that are great? The one and only Miggy.
Yes.
Miggy Spicy.
My last weekend in LA.
Yeah, we're trying to make it a big one. That's why we're doing, fanfare. That's why we're making it a big thing for you today, because.
Okay, what else do you got for me then?
I will throughout the evening. I will continue and say things. Wow. That's how it will happen. People watching will also do that. But this is After Dark. Usually it's like a panel of us spitting out a name conversation. Usually that's just me talking about anything that's happening, trending, big, popular in geek pop culture.
Yeah.
Yeah? So we're going to talk about some stuff today.
Well, only half of us went to Comic-Con last weekend.
Jeez. Thanks for just calling me out there. That's I appreciate it.
I mean, but you heard news regarding Comic-Con.
You know how I heard news?
How?
I watched our YouTube channel.
Wow.
So I just paid attention to what was happening there. Wow. And, the live feeds, there's Instagram, there's Twitter, Twitch. We were doing everything at the moment as it happened. So you guys were able to find out what was going on there.
So do we want to talk about maybe the winners and the losers of Comic-Con?
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Look at that smile.
Let's
put a smile on that face.
Oh, see what she did there? And she's wearing Courage, and it's like a Wonder Woman. DC! Yay! Because I feel that they were winners.
Really?
DC was winners. Yeah, definitely. You did.
Go ahead, make your point. I'm not going to interrupt. Go ahead.
Make my point. What the hell is this? What is point, counterpoint? You didn't like Justice League? You didn't like the trailer?
No. I think the Justice League trailers are the weakest trailers the DCEU has put out to date.
Okay, all right, fine.
And not to mention that a lot of people have been waiting in the line for Hall H, which the WB presentation is usually on Saturdays. People were standing in line Thursday night. Okay, it was a mess, and to see a little bit of footage from Justice League and another new trailer. But little do people know, or they did know and didn't really put into their heads that they're doing reshoots right now for Justice League. They're on month 2, which is virtually unheard of in Hollywood, having 2 months worth of reshoots. So 90% of this movie is going to be changed. These trailers are going to be irrelevant. Or they already are.
I doubt that the trailer is going to be irrelevant because meat of the film has been changed. I mean, think about it. There have been reshoots for other films that all of a sudden when the film does come out, it's still a success and it's been changed drastically. It's happened before.
Well, yeah, that's not my point. My point is, I think it was a time waster to do this presentation when they knew that this movie was virtually being reshot. It's just you know all these people are going to line up. And you're putting out this big show, but you don't have solid plans for your entire slate.
Okay, but yet there are moments in the film that will not have changed.
How do you know?
Namely, okay, you know what? Hey, you know where Steppenwolf came from? He came from the freaking cube that was still on Themyscira. That's not going to change. It's going to happen in the film. All the action one-liner scenes, they're not going to get rid of those. It's DC.
Oh, really?
They are trying to live and thrive off of one-liners.
Let's ask Star Wars Rogue One.
No.
How much stuff in that trailer was not in the final film?
That's Star Wars. I'm talking about DC, and they know how the fanboys are created for comics. And what are they going to watch? They're going to watch a comic film. Even if they all said how much they hated it, I bet you all of them watched it. It's just like Superman.
But what makes DC a winner in your eyes in the fans of people in San Diego Comic-Con, though?
Because
why did it win?
Because I feel that it actually gave the fans what they wanted to see. There are all monumental moments. Okay, I want to see the Flash run. I want to actually get to see his suit completely. We want to go ahead and see a flash of Batman, but we're not too worried. We know he's going to have a film and a story. Same thing for Wonder Woman already. But we want all the stuff from other people. We got to see Aquaman underwater. We got to see him woohoo and everything like they spotlighted on him.
Didn't we see that before it even debuted?
But we saw even more. No?
You're not making very good arguments.
I'm thinking we got to see what we wanted to see, which is just, all right, them in action, Cyborg doing something. Everyone, we got to see meaty moments of them and actually see their suits and blah, blah, blah. So some of the fanboy community can get their cosplays together. Other parts of the fanboy community can just say, oh, I saw the suit, I saw how they looked, I can critique it. Then you have the other fanboys that are just ready, because no matter what, as long as they get more than what they got before, they are going to say it's shit. So they want to see the shit so they can justify it. And you got all these fanboys, lovers, haters, and in between, still got what they wanted. So really? I think it was good.
The people of Hall H, did you get what you wanted? Because I knew several people who spent time in line, went in there, and came out and was like, that was a complete waste of time. There was hardly any swag. They didn't show anything. They showed a sliver of something to the fans. And what else did WB have? They had Ready Player One and all that, which we'll go over. True. But that's fine. Let's go to the next thing on our list. I think a loser of Comic-Con was, as usual, Hall H.
Hall H as even an idea is the loser of Comic-Con.
Yes.
I can get that.
But the big problem that happened this year was, and it's related to Saturday's DC panel, was the fact that these wristbands never really change. I think they always have the same colors every year. Obviously, they have the same letters every year and the type of style.
Very true.
People created counterfeit wristbands this year. And apparently 1,500 counterfeit wristbands were out there.
Yeah.
And there are only 6,000 seats in Hall H. So what happened was there were a lot of people with wristbands, because basically if you get a wristband a night before a panel, you are guaranteed a seat as long as you're back in line by 7:30 in the morning of the day of the panel. So there was like 400 people left outside in the tent with wristbands, and there were no more seats left. Whoa. So it was almost like a riot was about to happen. So, which is, something happened that is very unheard of. CCI came out, apologized, and gave every one of those people 4-day badges for next year. And front of the line Hall H passes.
Okay.
Because they were like, we don't know how this happened. This is a mess. We apologize, and we're very concerned about this.
Dear God!
So wristbands might not be making a return next year, and if they do, I don't know. It might be like the RID one, like the Game of Thrones ones, or something like that.
They may do an RID one, which makes sense. I mean,
RFID,
RFID, whatever, because they're spending a lot of money on these goddamn boxes. I mean, damn, the box just looks great. Like the embroidery. Like after it's done, you're gonna do something with this box. You know, like you're like, shoot, I'm gonna put my I come home at night, I'm gonna take off my wallet and my this, my that, and all sits there, or I'm gonna hide my weed in there, whatever it may be. You're gonna do something with this box. Shout out. You can do something with this box, and that's all I'm saying. It's pretty cool. And then
is that a winner for you?
They gave you a pin.
The box, the shipping of the badge is a winner for you.
No, there was no winner concerning anything directly connected because, like you said, Hall H. Hall H is the heart. Literally, that's why it starts with an H. It's the heart of Comic-Con. Anybody who's anybody is going to be in Hall H. If you want to be somebody, then hey, you're speaking or you're showing up, you're on stage. Hall H. But the only problem was everything with Hall H. So easy to counterfeit, people in line that didn't get camping. Yeah. You pay for it, and they still aren't doing anything to make Hall H like we tried to do, making an experience.
Yeah.
It should be a kind of party feel. Everybody should be excited. You should get free stuff because you're waiting in line for Hall H. Like, people that have all the free swag to give you, they should automatically give you the free swag right there at that moment while you're waiting. I
forgot to send our producer something. I'm going to send it to him right now. I want you guys to see how much madness it is in the morning of Comic-Con. I have a great crowd shot here. I'm like crossing the bridge to go to the Hilton Bayfront.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And The crowd is incredible. Like, the line to get into the exhibit hall on Thursday was like way longer than the one for Hall H. It was like 3,000 people deep. So let me just send that real quick.
Dude, that's insane. 3,000, man. Okay, I just wouldn't.
That's why I just never, like, I tell people who want to go into the exhibit hall just to walk and not buy exclusives, like, wait an hour after it opens. Just wait an hour and you can walk right in instead of, walking in line. Waiting in line for hours beforehand. It's just, it's nonsense.
Well, it's out of control. That's the problem. It's too much. And, I mean, there just needs to be some kind of fix. Like you said, the RDFI?
RFID?
RFID.
Yes.
I'm dyslexic. But yeah, I would say that. Dyslexic? What? Yeah, dyslexics of the world, untie. You'll get that if you're smart. You will get that. Untie. Good night. Dyslexics.
We have a super chat.
Oh, a super chat.
From one of our biggest super chatters, Larry Newbill. Thank you so much.
Shout out to Larry Newbill.
He says, care package has been shipped. Thank you. We cannot wait.
Thank you. No, trust me, I can never wait, and I hope it's something amazing.
It's all for me.
Like, there was
all for me. Okay, let's say hi to our people on the chat here.
Yes,
Thanks
please.
for joining us on YouTube, everyone. We have Ryan, I'm not saying all that. Ryan Super 04 Steel Speed Thomas.
Shout out, Ryan.
Oh my God.
That's all I'm saying.
Kat, hey Kat. Good evening. And la. Edward Sanchez, Anna Miles. Hi, Anna. That's a new name. Anna, thanks for joining us. Keith, what's up, Keith? Hope your car gets fixed. And William Okpala.
Shout out to you, Keith. Hey, what's up? Nice.
What's up, everybody?
I am loving this.
Speaking of Keith, another one of my biggest winners this year was Sci-Fi. Sci-Fi freaking killed it this year.
Okay.
And Daniel, I'm sorry you missed out. But yeah, basically they gave out the great swag. I have the whole collectible. I have a hat, a t-shirt, sunglasses, a fanny pack, and a bag.
All from Sci-Fi?
All from Sci-Fi. Good quality stuff.
You got a shirt from the Tick, and then you also got all this other stuff.
I should have worn some of my swag. I should have bought some of my swag. And then...
Oh my God, this is not fair.
Then me and Joseph caught the trivia trolley, and we won $20 because our team won.
What?
Yeah, our team won. So the team that won, they each gave them like $20 on the team.
Why is the best Comic Con happening at the time I do not... Oh my God, this is not fair.
There was a karaoke bus Sci-Fi had. So me and my mom jumped on that in the morning. It was one of those open top ones. So they just took us like all around the convention center. You're just singing in the open air and it's funny and you're just like pandering to the crowd. It was awesome. And then they had the Sci-Fi fan party hosted by Zachary Levi, which was freaking amazing.
And then all the free stuff too and everything. See, this is the time.
Okay, so we're going to pop up that picture of the crowd right now. I don't know how clear you guys are going to be able to see this, but...
Let's see.
It's just like, my thing is, they said that they were going to move all the bus stops to next to Petco Park to avoid what this picture shows. Like a clusterfuck of people just trying to get into the convention center.
Serious.
And not be merged with Ballroom 20 line or the Hall H line. But for some reason, they, on like day 2, they just started dropping people off in front of the convention center again. And it's just madness. It's just madness.
It's not madness.
Not to mention the convention center, inside and outside, especially by the marina, was the dirtiest I've ever seen it.
Really?
There was trash everywhere. Trash on the ground. I'm like, did you guys fire half your cleaners? Like, I was so appalled by it. I tweeted CCI about it. I was like, it is disgusting in here.
What did they do? Was there
they didn't respond. I actually went to the talkback panel, but...
Serious? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh.
But anyway, yes, Sci-Fi, big winner in my book. I said it like day 3. They won Comic-Con. It was awesome.
See, it's hurting me so bad that I didn't go. Now's the moment where if I did what I said, I'd go inside of this box for a moment and...
Hide in there?
No, get something out of it that I said you could store inside of there. But anyway, what were we talking about?
The winners and losers of Comic-Con.
Yeah, of course.
Can't really think of anything big. It was kind of a weird year. It kind of felt like nothing was going on, but...
Okay, all right, go ahead.
I mean... Because Fox, I went to the Fox panel. Fox didn't bring really anything. They had Kingsman panel, and then when it ended, everybody was like, "Where's Deadpool?"
They had a Kingsman and Archer like thing they released and all that, blah, blah, blah. And then the trailer itself for Kingsman was just amazing.
Yeah.
It was really good. I'm so ready for it again. I'm like, whatever Eggsy wants to do, I am so down. Who needs James Bond when you've got Eggsy? Yes. That's what I've been saying.
Yes. Or Charlize Theron, Atomic Blonde, which I still regret not going to that freaking film screening last week. They had a happy hour showing, and then they did a screening. It was like 21 plus. I thought the movie was going to be in such high demand that it would just be impossible to get in, so I didn't even really try. I was like, I'll just go to the movies. It comes out in like 3 days.
Yeah.
But then I go on Twitter, and people are like, oh, you were able to just walk in until 15 minutes before the movie started. I was like, of course. The one thing I don't try for, there wasn't a line for. Yeah. Well, and I could have had it for my mules.
You're such a rapper. The one thing I didn't try for is the one for wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
I mean, I always have like one regret that every year, like it's something I didn't really try to do, and it's like, damn it, I'm gonna learn for next time.
And then it happens. But I mean, you're one person. You can't go to and be at everything.
I know Comic-Con is great to go to, but you have to have a plan A, B, and C, and not be married to any of those plans. And don't put your heart into doing anything.
Wow, that's my approach to relationships. So that's good. That's exactly what I do. A, B, and C.
The A, B, and C plan.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so true though. Because like, hey, you're gonna miss out on something. If you go ahead and you catch Conan, you've missed out on this party, that party, and something else. If you went over here and you waited in line for Hall H, you missed the whole world still moving for that 2 days because you were in line camping out. But like, it's just the way it is. You're pick one. Guess what? You're sacrificing number 2.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. So overall, though, it was a good year. It went really fast. I can't tell you what I did on what day. It was one big blur. But no, it was great, especially working with the hashtag show this year. And
I heard shoelaces get tied by hashtag. Like I heard something about that. I don't know what that was.
Oh my God, you guys are such big mouths. Oh my, the guys on this like entire team are the biggest gossipers. They're the biggest drama starters. Seriously.
No, we're not.
Yes, you are. You guys are like the biggest instigators.
That is such a lie.
Yes.
What is you guys are getting this hashtag.
We're not going into details, but you guys should know what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about? She is in just denial. That's what she is, in denial.
Anyway, guys, if you want to start planning for San Diego Comic-Con next year, you can keep on our channel. We might make some mentions, but also a couple of good places to follow is SDCC unofficial blog. Sign up for a member ID now. And opt
please.
For all of their messages. Do not opt out of any other third party. They don't spam you, but you will miss out on all pertinent information if you do, like, say, don't send me any emails.
Yeah, because, they may ask or invite you to a free party that's going to be amazing, just as something to do because you have an ID. So it's something you may want to look into, people.
I think you're talking about something different.
No, isn't it? Don't they?
No, they tell you like when badge sales are going to happen, when hotel sales are going to happen.
That is right. I'm thinking about something else.
And everything like that.
That's true. Business. Official business.
I like we have hand gestures.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm hacking into the system.
Oh
Don't worry about it.
Oh my
I'll be there in a second.
God.
And they just.
Let's see. Let's go to the chat here.
Oh, let's see what you guys are saying here. Let's find out.
Let's go up real quick. Hold on. Chat. Hey guys. Hey la. Pacific Rim 2. We will address that in a minute. Keith says there's a picture. We have the super chat. Kat is making us some bracelets. Wow.
Oh yeah, I saw something about like Iron Joe, and then there was a bracelet. I follow you on Instagram.
Okay, and then Tom Craven asked, "Do you think D23 sucks some of the life out of SDCC?" I had an answer to this. Did I have an answer to this?
Did you? I don't think so.
No, well, I can't really say I wasn't at the panel, but I will say that to the douchebag who leaked the Infinity War trailer.
Okay.
Thanks, because Marvel's probably going to stay at D23, which I don't particularly have an interest in going to. So.
Well.
But I mean, it's
unfortunate.
It's just like, why? But No, I don't think it sucked the life out. That was the thing like 2 years ago when The Force Awakens, D23 and San Diego Comic-Con happened in the same year as well. And everyone thought like they weren't going to bring Star Wars to Comic-Con. Oh my God, they showed everything at D23. Right. I mean, you got to think D23 and Comic-Con tend to have different audiences. Mm-hmm. In my opinion, I don't think like everybody who went to D23 is going to Comic-Con.
Yeah,
and vice
actually,
versa.
No, they are different. It's weird to say not demographics totally, right. But like just because I'm Disney, I may be Disney and love everything under a Disney umbrella, but I'm not in love with Star Wars because originally it wasn't a Disney thing. Mm-hmm. So I just didn't know about it then. It finally became something, and I said I'm not going to try to jump on the bandwagon, you know. And so these people don't always mix, but sometimes one may fall in, one may fall in, but you know. If you show something at D23, be prepared to show something just as cool or even better at Comic-Con.
But yeah, that was also the complaint, because there are some people who did go to D23 and did go to Comic-Con, and they stood in line just to see the Marvel panel, and they expected something different to be shown, and that wasn't the case. Yeah. They showed the same trailer, they showed the same exclusive footage, but the reaction to the trailer was phenomenal, I heard. And I read some of the description. I'm wondering when they're going to come out with the trailer for that. Probably with Thor.
I think so.
Probably with Thor, they're going to first show the teaser.
They can't really show one before the other or something anyway. So that makes sense.
And then they'll probably tag it on to what comes out, Justice League, right? Is it Thor and then Justice League?
Yeah.
Sometimes they tag on like Marvel on the DC films and vice versa. Yeah, so do I think it sucked the life out of it? No. Do I think there might be an issue because of this Infinity War leaked trailer thing? Probably. That's why there's like not really much of a major studio presence anymore. That's why I think Fox did not bring Deadpool over. Yep. Because even though the fact that something got leaked and that's how Deadpool was made, they just know people are just not going to respect their wishes to not leak the exclusive footage on there.
That whole story about, it was leaked and then Deadpool was made, I think it was just a really smart move on the studio. I think they put it out and then they just said, it's a leak. You know, they just put it on some intern's YouTube page and posted it out. Right. And then that was it. And then from there, it just expanded. I think it was a genius move. You know, hey, we'll see if people want to see something without us spending too much money to find out. Right. In the end, so we'll go ahead and pay the money, do the previs and all that shit, put it out, let people see it. They loved it, and they were like, "Oh, great! Oh gosh, it leaked, and you guys want." We'll give you what you want because it was leaked.
Well, maybe that was a bad example because actually, Fox got annihilated last year. 2 years ago. I keep forgetting when Apocalypse came out because someone leaked the trailer for X-Men Apocalypse. That's right. And people went apeshit once they saw Apocalypse, which that look in the trailer was not his final look. Correct me if I'm wrong. He was blue in the trailer, right? And he was purple in the movie. Yeah. So
which is so bad. Like how can you be
I think it was purple in the trailer.
And then that's because they put it out and they were like,
because the Ivan Ooze jokes.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, we're gonna have to recolor this film. And then they just recolored it. Look, he's blue, guys. That was because you guys saw something early. That's a lie. You guys showed us the trailer. It was bad. We told you what we thought. You were able to fix it and then put the film out.
Yeah, but the film was bad. I mean, I can see what they're saying because it was a lot of word of mouth that really kind of torpedoed that movie. But that had to do with that trailer. I mean, then they could just never recover from that.
True.
They just never recovered from the look of Apocalypse or anything like that.
Yeah, that's true. Or just how bad the film was itself. Yeah, you can't recover from that. I mean, hey, not everybody can have a Logan. Or a Deadpool. I mean,
but they did have a Logan and a Deadpool.
Well, that's true.
That's the same
Fox
studio.
Did have a Logan and a Deadpool. So, sounds to me that, I mean, they figure out where they make their mistakes, and they were like, we're never going to do that again. Yeah. They thought they were on a roll because, they were like, we're on a Marvel roll because, hey, we just put out, one thing, and it was good first class. Yeah. So, we're going to put out Apocalypse, and people will love that too. And then on top of Apocalypse, we'll go ahead and put out, Logan, and they had a good lineup, they thought in their heads. Right. And then when they made Apocalypse, they didn't realize they were too high on the mountain. They didn't know what the fuck they were doing, and it was just a bad film.
Tom also asked, do you think that Marvel dropped more just to show DC up? I mean,
yeah.
Probably, but they don't even have to at this point. It's just
right? It's kind of like
the media's doing it for them.
I mean, think about it. At one time, if Marvel came to you 10 years ago and said, so we're going to do the Guardians of the Galaxy, to which you would say, who? Because that's 10 years ago. No one gives a fuck. And then, so at that time, when they say, well, there's a raccoon, like old men say, rubbit. There's a raccoon.
And a giant tree.
A giant tree. A white dude and a green chick and then another green guy, but he has red stuff on him. So it's completely different. Don't worry, you're gonna love it. I would
describe more of a charcoal gray. Well, not charcoal. He's like a light gray green.
Yeah, but like there you go. We're gonna give you that, and you're like, I've never seen them in a comic. Don't worry, you're gonna love it. No one would have saw it, but. After Marvel was on this ridiculous roll, they were like, "Yeah, sure, who gives a fuck? Let's do it. I mean, here's money to you."
They definitely spent more talent over. So.
Yeah, true. But yet, still, they brought magic, and it was good. Marvel can put out anything they want right now.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange is an example. Right now, it's anything you want to do. Well, let's just fucking do it. DC can't do that. Man of Steel, people are like, okay, I guess. What else do you got? He gave us Batman versus, Superman, and that shit the bed.
Yeah. So, well, let's make a shift over to more DC stuff. Not to trash on DC. Listen, okay. I like DC a lot. I like how dark they are. Mm-hmm. I don't agree with the outcry that they should be lighter.
I don't.
I like the tone of the films. I don't like how it's executed, the storylines. That's just my only gripe about it.
I wanted Wonder Woman to be a little bit darker. I feel that was kind of light.
I like the tone of that. It was well balanced. No, I love because it was dark. It was really sad. Like you felt really bad for her because she was so naive.
That's true.
That she had to get all reality checked like a couple of times. It's
that's true.
Poor baby.
That's true. But in some ways, the reality check is like, don't trust man. I mean, I'm not anti-feminist, but God, I mean, there's a whole lot more of just don't trust, non-immortals or something. And then the whole theme was what, love, right? Just love conquers all. Love is, and I get that. I just feel that that's such a universal message that it is in that way just it's lighter. It's lighter because it's trying to address the whole world where Batman and Superman stuff was just like, all right. You like comics, right? Here's some action. Well, that worked, right? That's all I'm saying. They're just going for the broad base versus very narrow.
So what's your opinion on the fact that WB is now considering pushing Wonder Woman for an Oscar? Which we don't know what they would campaign for. I'm probably going to guess Best Director. And probably VFX and costume.
I would say set design and stuff like that. I mean, because I don't even know if I can say it was a good movie. It's probably the best comic book movie I've seen in a very long time. But I'm not going to say it's not. You know what? Honestly, it's not a Iron Man 1. If you take your time and you watch Iron Man 1. That's a really good film.
It is a really good film,
not a comic book movie, I mean a good film.
I think Wonder Woman's a good film. I would say that if The Dark Knight can't win an Oscar.
Oh, okay.
Nobody can. Okay. The only one that can is Logan at this point.
Oh, there you go. Okay, you know what?
Logan is right there.
Is what you can campaign for an Oscar. Everything else is crap compared to Logan. I'm going to say that as far as what a film is. Actually, that's much better than Iron Man. You're right. God, Iron Man is shit compared to Logan. But yeah, if it's not Logan, don't campaign for an Oscar. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I can see where they're going and where their excitement comes from, but I don't think that's the movie to kind of pioneer superhero movies getting nominated.
Logan is right there, and here you go. I made something too. Look at me. I also made something. That kid that's running from outside and falls in. But mommy, it's still good. And you're like, no, I'm not gonna eat that. I'm just saying.
Because the climax was a little bit problematic, and it was a little clunky, and wasn't a fan fave. But I mean,
Ares in a suit just wasn't scary enough for me.
It was just a lot of talking, a lot of flying around.
It would literally. What if Voldemort took over that Harry Potter character's body. That's what it looked like to me. That's all it was. It was just, here was that guy from Harry Potter with his British accent.
Professor Lupin, okay?
Oh, okay, whatever. So Professor Lupin, but he's wearing Muggle clothes, and Voldemort's inside of him, and that's why he's floating around with magical powers. I mean, that's literally what it was for me. I didn't want to see Ares like that. I was so happy when he blew up the tank, and it just, he had the whole...
You know what was really cool? Just to rewind it back to San Diego Comic-Con. Did you see the reaction video of the Black Panther cast singing their the exclusive footage?
Yeah,
that was.
Yeah.
I actually teared
cool.
up. I
liked it because they were like, man, oh my god,
yeah,
and oh man,
they're so enthusiastic.
Oh
and
my
I'm just
gosh.
I want to see that footage.
I do. And they're gonna hold it back as long as they can. They know they have a jewel on their hands.
I want to watch that leaked thing. Leak that. I don't care about a leaked trailer I'm gonna see in 2 months.
No. Show me that. I want as much of that movie as possible. I really do. Yeah. I am so ready for it. I'm like, take my money. Yeah. The trailer was like, take my blood. Yeah. I don't care. I need that movie in my life every second. It's so... man, I can't wait for it.
It's going to be super powerful and very impactful, especially for the Black community.
Oh, yeah. Black hashtag Black excellence.
Yes.
It's right there. I'm ready for it.
It's great. I wish I had a Black Panther growing up.
Right, yeah.
I had Storm.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I mean, oh, man.
But, yeah.
Black Panther wasn't someone you cared about back then. It was, I don't know. What does he do? I don't know. He's Black Panther. I don't know.
When you said Black Panther back when I was growing up, it was 60s.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that was it. He existed.
Fight the power.
He existed, but no one cared. No one cared. And they turned him into something so amazing.
Like Guardians.
Yep. Once again, Marvel's like, guess what I'm going to do?
Yeah.
Here's what I got for you, kid. All right. 10 years ago. The Black Panther. Okay, I know. What am I talking about? Trust me, he's gonna be so black. You're gonna want to be black yourself, kid. It's so great. This is what we're gonna put out for you. What do you think? And no, I'm not gonna watch that. I don't know. Now here it is, and it's happening.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm sorry. I'm just so ready for it.
Well, another viral video that came out that made me cry too was when this little girl came up to Gal Gadot for Wonder Woman, and she was in tears, and she took 5 minutes to talk to the girl, and everyone was engaging. But then they switched over to Ben Affleck was taking a picture with a kid and his mom, and the boy was crying. And then he rushed off. I was like, this is so cool. Say what you about DC. These movies matter. These people are so invested in it, and it's doing something for kids.
It's gonna let you know that these kids are still reacting that way
Okay.
when they watch the Justice League trailer. That's when they were so DC, you won for me. You won. I'm saying. That's
you didn't make your point, so you lost.
Well, no,
I didn't make your point for you.
It's still going. It's happening.
It's not an open debate. That debate is closed.
Damn it, I lost.
Let's see. What's the chat? Chat's talking about Flash movie. It goes Flashpoint. That came out as a possibility, which will bring back Thomas and possibly Mark.
Yes, and they're gonna make sure it's that guy from The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
He's going to be...
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
There you go, because he was Thomas Wayne for the Affleck one, which means that they're trying to make sure they still hold on to Affleck's little story and cast. That's something we should talk about.
Yes. Back to DCE. It's a mess. It's a freaking mess. They had an announced slate. It was Wonder Woman, Green Lantern Corps, The Flash, Aquaman, and then Batman v Superman. That was the Hall H panel I went to. They announced that slate was supposed to go to 2020 or 2021.
So what they're doing is pulling off of Marvel. Remember when Marvel was
8 years into the future. They have phases.
Yeah. Phase 3, phase 4. I was like, that is insane. And Marvel is sticking to that.
Because that's what they do.
Woo!
DCEU.
DC's trying to.
But they haven't focused on Green Lantern Corps. We should have had a casting announcement for that at this year's Comic-Con. The Flash still doesn't have a director. Justice League is doing reshoots. And now they're like, this Harley Quinn, they didn't know, like, I don't think they really knew that this character from Suicide Squad was going to be so hot, so they're trying to get her own vehicle now. Mm-hmm. And then this whole thing with the Ben Affleck drama, you know, with the Matt Reeves, him dropping out, he might not be Batman. Yeah, exactly. Of course, he had his personal problems that accompanied that.
Yep.
But it's just like, okay, Gotham City Sirens.
Yeah.
That was an announced film.
All right. And I'm in for it. I mean, we are getting to this time, the time of the, like, freaking, like, sacred feminine. Everything is becoming female. Like, that phrase where they say the future is female, it's happening.
Yeah.
It is. Because, like, since Bridesmaids, it's just been like, we're going to turn something female. We're going to turn Ghostbusters female. We're going to do this. We're turning Ocean's 11. Now it's the girl's turn. You know, like, that's female. And all these things that are happening, and it's just, Wonder Woman happens. Yeah. And, oh, my gosh, it's amazing. So let's jump on that train. Harley Quinn also, because DC is progressive. Like, that's their whole thing. So they're trying to be
that's what they're trying to do. I think they're trying to get hits.
No, that's it. That's the thing. Oh,
but I don't think it has anything to do with gender. I think right now it has to do with characters.
I think. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just because they have done, like, I mean, these are IP projects. Like, they've had it since the early 90s. And I think they're like, oh, Margot Robbie killed in this role. People love her Harley Quinn. What can we do to get her in next? Are we going to do Harley Quinn versus the Joker? Are we going to do Suicide Squad 2? Are we going to do Gotham City Sirens?
Okay.
David Ayer is attached to Gotham City Sirens.
Right.
But there were, like, conflicting reports over the last week alone. He's in, he's out. He's not, he wasn't announced. He hates WB. He's in, he's out. It is just like...
Well, yeah, it's this confusion that's just floating around, and I don't understand why, but that's something that actually seems to be happening with DC. I mean, like you just said, as far as Reeves and Affleck, it was just like, all right, is that happening? Is that not happening?
Yeah.
I just heard today, I read something that they said Affleck did sign a deal for a three movie run,
right,
with him, but that's not confirmed yet. And I'm like, so. What is happening?
Yeah,
and then
then
we have DC, like you said. There's more with DC where, hey, The Flash doesn't have a director yet, or hey, Justice League is doing the reshoots, or hey, this is another problem with Justice. Like, all these problems. There was infighting between DC and Warner Brothers and everything when it came to them picking. When they did Wonder Woman, there were people that were saying, hey, you know, congratulations on doing this film. It won't do well anyway. It doesn't matter.
Right.
So Patty Jenkins, like. It's a cute try you did there, sweetheart. You know, like, oh, this is freaking Mad Men where you're smoking cigarettes when you're pregnant and scotch and telling you how, you know, it's a man's world.
Right.
Like that kind of thing. And Patty Jenkins was like, well, I'm going to do it and it's going to be great. And now she did it and it's great. Yeah. And they're like, fuck.
What are we going to do?
What are we going to do?
So they're pushing Wonder Woman 2, though.
Yep.
That's actually officially has a release date, but they haven't officially signed Patty Jenkins back yet.
Which is, do you just want to be idiots? Like, seriously, you don't want to take the time and just say, well, okay, she knocked it out the park the first time, let her continue with her vision.
It's probably a money thing. That's all these delays, because she has a story, she's ready to go for it. They're probably just doing contract negotiations, but also they're just like, oh well, maybe we won't do Gotham City Sirens and we're just gonna do Birds of Prey.
Yeah, well,
no one's asking for a feature film, Birds of Prey. Okay,
right,
you did it on the TV show, that was okay.
Well.
I mean, no, the attempt was okay. I didn't say the show was okay.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah. It's
you
like,
tried,
it's that,
failed.
It's that you pat that kid on the back. He's the one that writes with a pencil.
Why
like
not
this.
bring that back as a TV series? I don't think it has to be a film.
You're
series.
Right. You're right. Especially now with like what they can do as far as on television. I mean, with the Supergirl, with the Flash. Yeah, they could actually do that.
Yeah.
And you can knock down so many more birds and just, you know.
The only thing I do hate is the potential plot, the alleged plot of David Ayer's vision for Gotham City Sirens. I'm like,
what is
what? Was it like what's it like Pamela Isley's like some kind of college student, like her origin is totally Catwoman is something. I wish I could just pull up the website, but
Catwoman is I want to be a veterinarian.
Yeah.
She's at the college and watch out, she's got a connection to cats.
Yeah, I'm just like this is not looking good. Just do Suicide Squad 2.
yeah. Just skip it, forget it, guys. Thanks for trying. Let's
Let's
just,
because I want to see more Will Smith's Deadshot. Like,
You want to see more Deadshot? I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It is Will Smith.
Someone's got the Will Smith hate right now.
I know. I am not a Will Smith hater. That guy is like the nicest guy in the world. I love that guy. Man, like, I don't know. People may hate Will Smith, but I mean, you know, so he doesn't have to cuss to sell records, but Eminem does. I don't care. I don't care.
Well, he said he can't wait for Captain Marvel. I'm just like,
Huh?
No?
What?
Not Captain Marvel?
No.
I don't know.
I mean, hey, it's it may.
I think
be
it's
good.
just being teased too much. I'm just like, well, just show something. Just
that's what I'm saying.
Already.
I think that's the thing.
Why is this a 3-year like build up?
You need to show me something, like literally. But this is Marvel's first foray into a female. You know, like, all right, now you're gonna be our Wonder Woman. That's what they're telling themselves. Mm-hmm. That's already an issue. Stop trying to be someone. You know. Like, there's a phrase where they say, fuck your dreams when your dreams are really someone else's. You know? Like, if your dream is to be Wonder Woman, you're just dreaming to be someone else's dream that was achieved. Don't do that. Go ahead and dream, I want you to be the first Captain Marvel. Yeah. And that's not what they're looking at. And it's like, well, congratulations. You're just trying to be somebody else. You're not going to be good. Wonder Woman, they were trying to be themselves, and they were good.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if Marvel has that problem. I think they did jump into it late in the game, and they could have done this with Black Widow.
See, no, that's what I'm saying. So because they skipped, and DC was like, it's the obvious choice. Wonder Woman has to be our first. Let's put her out. That's it. They had their round. Marvel had their round where it's like, all right, it's an obvious choice. Let's put nope, we're not going to do that. Let's make Winter Soldier instead. Yeah. So we don't have to make. Yeah, but see, since they did an espionage, you know, kind of spy thing with Winter Soldier, that makes them not have to do one. The obvious idea of doing one with Black Widow. Yeah. Because that is what Black Widow's film would have been. You know, it would have been just like that. There's a Marvel comic called Violet. It would have been just like that.
Well, Black Widow film could have been Atomic Blonde. So.
There you go. No, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. And it would have been that. Yeah, like before. That's exactly what it would have been. Oh my gosh, that would have been so good. Because I love a movie called Haywire, which no one ever saw.
I saw that.
I love that movie. Yeah. Everyone shits on it for it. Everyone shits on it. Like,
Steven Soderbergh, he's like one of those acquired taste directors.
But it was so good because the thing is, they knew that she can't act. So what are we gonna do? Because she can't act, we're gonna go ahead and make sure that she does a film where she doesn't have to speak too much. Hence, I mean, Keanu Reeves in every successful film he's had is when he doesn't speak a lot. Oh, The Matrix was amazing.
Don't come at Keanu's neck like that.
No, that's because Keanu doesn't like to actually. Keanu said he's a particular type of actor. And for some films, he's like, the character doesn't need to speak. And he's okay with that. Hence The Matrix, hence John Wick. His conversation, I'm telling you, his dialogue, like, if you're like, all right, let's go ahead and lay out
I didn't say he was the greatest actor. I just said don't come for his neck like that. Don't get all defensive.
Whoa.
Also, he said,
make him the headless horseman.
He said that he doesn't think it's trying to be Wonder Woman, so stop being a loser.
I don't think he said stop being a loser part. I think you just said that part. I think you just said that yourself. You didn't even say it. See?
Don't worry about it.
You didn't say stop being a loser. She hurts me so much.
What do you think about, like, if Ben Affleck leaves the Batman role?
If Ben Affleck leaves?
Wow, that wasn't supposed to be a showstopper.
I'm sorry, because I don't want him to leave. I think it was, okay. Out of all on-screen Batman, the coolest looking Batman was Affleck. I loved his suit, the way it looked, and everything. Like, it was so good. I think he should continue. He should get more of a chance to actually have his own film. It's like, he'll be the first Batman and be like, oh, hey, I played Batman, but with an ensemble and I never got my own. Yeah. Every other Batman, either doing the voice, acting on television or film or everything, they have their own vehicle. He has one that he has to share. Yeah. So he's not an official Batman unless he does one where he gets to do it all himself.
One solo film. All right. What about these trailers? that came out in the last week.
Ooh, trailer roundup, trailer roundup. Let's get to the trailer park. Let's go to the trailer park.
Let's go to the trailer park.
I like that. That should be called the segment. We should have like a little thing that's like a go to the trailer park. You guys should make that right now. Okay, all right, don't worry.
He's looking at you through his mustache weird thing. He's doing that thing where he covers his mouth. And it's
I'm the mustachioed producer.
Yeah, do that.
I watch
Thor Ragnarok. I never thought there was going to be a day where I'm like, I can't wait to see a Thor film. I can't wait to see Thor.
I know I didn't say it after the first one. I know I didn't say it after the second one.
Yes.
Because Dark World was shit.
Yes.
Oh, God. I wish it was a Dark World where the film was playing so I couldn't see anything because it was that bad. But no. And now we have a Thor film where I'm like, finally, this is a Thor I deserve. Like, that's it. Finally, just doing exactly what I want.
Looks so badass.
Oh,
the imagery is amazing. Some of the shots look like it's like a painting come to life.
Yes. Oh,
I love the style. Hulk got a haircut. Thor got a haircut.
Oh man,
we got Jeff Goldblum. Like, what more can you ask for in the film?
Yeah. That's gonna be it. That's a horrible Jeff Goldblum. I'm sorry.
You should apologize to Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum. I'm talking to you right here. Let me in. Look.
I didn't say ask him out on a date.
That's how I apologize. That's how I do it. Let me do my thing.
Don't ever apologize to me, please.
Die. No, I'm sorry, Jeff Goldblum. I didn't mean it. I apologize.
What was your favorite moment of the trailer?
Wow. This is my friend from work. Like, I love that.
That was a teaser.
No, well, they also played on the trailer. Also, I just loved it.
Okay.
Come on, the teaser was just it was a little bit more. It was
that was funny
to me. I loved it.
I always say like Chris Hemsworth's strengths are in his comedy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hilarious. Can we stop Hollywood? Yeah. No more serious, no more dramas for that man. Let his brother do stuff on Westworld. Hollywood, you do not give him anything else but something that makes me laugh. Because I even dug him on Ghostbusters. I loved it.
Yeah,
it was so
Vacation.
Stupid, so funny. It was so good.
Yeah, so
good.
Another trailer I didn't really quite vibe was Marvel's The Defenders. I don't know if it was too long or if I wasn't just like buying into Sigourney Weaver's character or I can't feel the chemistry of the group yet. I don't know what it was.
I think it's a nail and you just on the head because Sigourney Weaver being in charge of the hand in any capacity. I just don't. We had Madame Gao for so long, and she's old but intimidating. You have Sigourney Weaver, where you're just like, you're not Ripley anymore. You don't see her as anything that's like, oh, you're scary,
threatening.
Yeah, no, I don't. She did a movie with was it like, I don't know, Lady Chasers or something?
She got Angela Bassett on there.
Oh, wow.
Or Jessica Lange.
Ooh, Jessica Lange would have been a good one, too.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that would have been so much better. What's wrong with you guys right now?
Well, best believe when that show comes out, I will be binge watching the entire day.
Oh, man, trust me.
Jessica and Matt. And
it's going to come out on a Saturday, too, so that's great. I won't have to call out. But I am so definitely locking myself inside a house for a while.
But whether it was a good selling tool for someone who was just like on the fence about it, I don't think it was the best trailer they could have put out there.
Okay. All right, fine.
Marvel's Inhumans. That's all I got for you. I saw the first episode.
Oh my God! I'm laughing just because I was like, no, it was bad from the trailer. You saw a whole episode and thought it was bad. Well, congratulations, Marvel. You put your money somewhere where you should have put it right here. So
that's all I can say about it for legality's sake. But
okay,
my reaction should read enough.
So
we'll see.
If I guess things, could you like just, or or something like if I guess,
your nose.
if I guess something, would you? Yeah.
Like what?
Are they making any references to Fantastic Four?
No.
Okay. All right. Cool. because there's people saying that with Sony or whatever looking to sell
Fox
or Fox or whatever, I don't know, something, and Marvel getting Fantastic Four back or something.
Fox is never letting go of these properties. They would
I don't know.
burn themselves to the ground. Give up their firstborn children before they give these properties up.
Fox will make a deal, just like Sony did with Spider-Man.
No, they won't. Fox hates Marvel. You can tell they have animosity towards each other.
They're trying to build their own universe.
They kill the X-Men arc series. When a movie comes out, they're just like, "Fuck X-Men, we're taking them off the shelf for a little bit." The comic series is gonna
and
go
they
to a
did it.
halt.
They were like, "One of your own will kill you," and she was like, "No more mutants!" And boom, that was it. They were like, "Fuck yeah, get the fuck out of here."
Same thing happened with Fantastic Four.
Yeah, because they were like, "Hey, if we can't even say the word mutant in our films, and we're the ones that made and own them, okay."
That is the craziest thing to me.
Yeah, guess what you can't have? A reality, and they just wiped it all away. They were like, "There you go, never happened."
There goes your free marketing.
Yeah. Never happened. Figure it out. That was it. So yeah, I can see why Fox is like, oh, you know what? Fuck you. Yeah. We're building a whole universe and it's around Logan. That's it. The whole timeline. They're just going.
Well, I guess this falls into the realm of sci-fi, but Bright. You were talking about Bright earlier. David Ayer's Netflix film.
So David Ayers makes a movie.
Okay.
We're just going over a story, and I'm just writing this. This is going to be a movie I'm going to make. David Ayers makes a movie with Will Smith and tells Will, hey, well, if I do this movie and you're in it, you're going to do a movie that I'm directing later. Would you be down? Because I know Netflix has money, but does Netflix have enough money to pay Will Smith to do something and then still market out that film as their first blockbuster film? Like, hey, we can get an Oscar for visual or something because of this movie. We want to be considered as a real movie house or a production,
Yeah.
That's how can they afford to pay for Will Smith when they're doing all of that?
I'm trying to see how much they gave him because I was like $8. I think they just gave him like $3 million.
$3 million?
It was $90 million. Netflix does have that money.
Netflix could literally save America if they wanted to. Oh, what's wrong? You guys are in debt? Here's $90 million, Will Smith. Well, if we're giving one guy $90 million, what can we give the country? But they're not going to. But we always know, hey, if Trump fucks us enough, we can go to Netflix.
Yeah, I mean,
allow them to own our country.
They're big enough that they had their first Hall H panel ever. They had an offsite experience, which was touted as one of the best of this year's. But what did you think about the trailer itself? Like, you got these orcs versus humans, basically these species of characters.
We start off with a fairy.
We have fairies and orcs and elves and humans.
So yeah, it's some fantasy world, sci-fi fantasy, and
but it's
somehow
with the real world.
Yeah, but then there are also other. There were just orcs and sprites and elves and blah. That's true. So it's
supposed to be like a metaphor for race relations.
Yeah, because he literally says that all the races are made equal, even though they look different. I'm trying to be very manly and tell you about the world and things of reality. I don't know. It's like Magic Johnson struggling to say the word basketball. I don't know. It's basketball.
Yeah.
Basketball. It's clearly. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know. I'm just saying that. Is it heavy-handed with its moral message already in the trailer? Yeah.
Really? You thought it was heavy-handed?
With its moral message in the trailer, they literally said it. He was like, all the races are equal but different. We have to learn to accept everyone.
That's like a throwaway line. I don't think it's heavy-handed. I mean, it's basically just telling you.
But you just said it's a metaphor for race relations.
And I think it's just telling you
if it's a metaphor for race relations, that means that is the message they are trying to drive home.
Yes.
It was so clear and prevalent in the trailer itself. So I'm saying, yeah, that's heavy-handed. That's all I'm saying.
So you're gonna watch it?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch the shit out of that.
Well, obviously it's gonna be very gritty. It's rated R. It's David Ayers. Probably gonna be gory.
Yeah.
But I went to that Hall H panel and I saw the trailer there, and he was just ecstatic to work with Netflix. He basically gave one of those underhanded digs at WB because Netflix, they're great. They actually let me make a movie. They let us do our thing. They were very supportive. Da 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 da.
Yeah,
it was like
that sounds just like
he's talking about Suicide Squad.
Yeah, right?
Which I have no idea why he would want to work with WB again anyway.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But it's interesting how he took Will Smith and Ike Barinholtz with him. Like, come on, guys, let's go, Man's Club. And that's exactly it. I wouldn't be shocked if Jared Leto somehow was in that film.
Jared Leto.
I don't know. He's like, oh, how did I get here?
I'm surprised he worked with WB again too for Blade Runner.
Oh yeah.
After he publicly trashed them, there was no underhanded thing about that.
Oh
it's
man.
Like you suck WB, blah blah blah.
Well, because I feel that WB didn't stand behind him when he got nothing but flack from the supposed fans that they can control. When they didn't say, you guys are thinking he's the bad one. You haven't seen how great he'll be as a Joker. Don't just shit on him. No, they didn't say a word. It's like they're standing right here.
Yeah.
We're sitting at the table, and you're just getting. People are literally throwing like tomatoes and shit at you, and I'm just like,
nobody's throwing tomatoes.
I don't know what's happening because no one's throwing tomatoes at me. Like that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Defend him. He's working on your thing. You didn't, so fuck you. That's how he did it. That's how he felt too. I'm just saying, 30 Seconds from Mars. I don't know.
Marvel's The Gifted.
Yeah.
You know what The Gifted is?
Well, it's a show on Fox.
Okay.
It happens sometime in the future because there's even a line that they have, which, I mean, yeah, sure, it's a throwaway line, but I break down trailers. So, where they say, do the X-Men even exist anymore? Like, there's a line where they say that, and it was like, okay.
Or the Brotherhood.
So, yeah. So, I'm like, is it being played out in, like, the future?
It might be in the Logan timeline. It might be around that year.
That may be it.
I think there was a comment on that, and it might have been saying no, it actually isn't. But I think there was a comment somewhere. I actually liked the trailer, and the show looks pretty good. It definitely looks better than the last couple X-Men movies.
Damn! Dang! How many times are you gonna make them apologize for Apocalypse?
I can't take that.
I mean,
I can't take however much time that third act took. I can't have that time back. I can't.
Oh my god!
And
that's it.
I'm not gonna go into it, but there was just a lot of characters pushed out during marketing that just had nothing to do when the film Jubilee.
Oh wow!
Psylocke.
Wow! Calabac.
Oh
Okay.
man.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, well, that's why Logan. They kind of threw a character that was in that back.
I never noticed that. I did read about that. Yeah.
No, that was Caliban. Because Caliban was some weird French guy on Apocalypse.
Oh.
He was down underground, and
was he the one at the was Psylocke was working for?
Yep.
The guy?
Yep. Pale, bald guy.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, now I remember him.
I don't know what you want. Blah blah blah. I am French. Like whatever they say.
Really, he had a French accent?
Yeah,
See, I just
yeah.
don't remember that movie.
Caliban, blah, blah, blah. Caliban.
Yeah. He say, no, Caliban.
It wasn't the same actor.
Blah, blah, blah.
But it's funny because
Causality, like on the Matrix.
Stephen Merchant actually looks like he could be an older version of the guy.
But he's definitely not because he doesn't have that weird, horrible accent, which you're like, where
Maybe
are
he
you
moved
from?
to England and adopted a British accent.
Yeah, that happens. That's like those people that like they go on vacation and they come back and they're always like, oh yeah, I went to London. That's my accent. That's how I talk. Bro, you went for 2 weeks, man. You didn't. I mean, I can go 2 weeks, so I'm not gonna come back with this accent. What the fuck?
London town.
I'm just saying. No one else does that. No one goes to the Philippines and come back with the Filipino accent.
Well,
not
Daniel,
in 2 weeks. Not in 2 weeks.
You know that we air our board Game of Thrones on Sundays. How are you enjoying that?
The drama is so real. I love it. Oh my god. Guys, all I need on this show, is one moment where someone's like, well, fuck you, and they throw a cup with water and shit at someone, so I can be like, oh shit, I don't have to watch Love and Hip Hop anymore. This is so good. Like, it's what I need as a nerd. Like, I want, because I'm petty at moments, They call me Petty Davis Jr. Because I'm not petty. I'm not petty. I say it. I say
call
it.
you that.
They call me Peppermint. They call me Peppermint Petty because that's how petty I am. But anyway, I'm just saying. But I also am a nerd. I'm a geek.
Yes.
And so if those two can merge, out would come Board Game of Thrones because you guys are doing a really good one. A really good one. I saw a clip.
You've seen nothing yet.
I've seen a clip of episode 3. Only a clip. I didn't get to see the whole thing.
I want to see a clip of episode 3.
Well, you can't because it's always great to. One day, what you guys should do is do like a live kind of watching party or something, where after you guys air it, that night you guys get together and have like an after show about it, just like a talk about yeah, right. Okay, planning. Oh, that's gonna be for the finale. Can I host the finale like how they do on those talk shows, like on the after shows, like Love and Hip Hop?
Oh.
And they're like, "Hi, how you doing?
Well, I'm Andy Cohen.
I'm Andy Cohen, and I'm like, what happens after dark?" It would be like that or something. I don't know. Wow. But I would love to do that. I would. Oh my God, we should do that if you guys want that.
God.
What do you guys say in the chat right now?
We're about to wrap things up, guys. So we're gonna go to the chat. Say your last final words here.
Yes.
Let's see. Edward said, "Hey Arnold, Jungle Book trailer was awesome. I didn't see that. Let's see. The new Howard the Duck movie in Phase 4. What? Never mind. Disregard. It's been redacted.
Oh my God. Yeah. Goodbye.
Kat says, I don't need to hang out with Migdalia to know that the guys on here are instigators. Virtual high five, Kat.
Okay,
You're my
Kat.
girl.
We were so close.
Sorry, we're reading comments right now. Let someone else have the spotlight.
Damn! How much shade was just thrown at me? Did y'all see that? Fuck.
She also said she's so
like a shadow
ready
just came right over here. Damn. So much shade. What?
She said Kat also said she's ready for Inhumans to start airing on ABC.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I hope it's better than okay.
I hope it's better than a lot of things.
Keith has to start Westworld.
That Westworld trailer. Oh my! I've gotta be me.
He says Netflix just took out a $500 million loan. Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
And they just gave 90 of it away? I mean, not away. Hey, Will, I love you. Tell Jaden I want that white Batman suit.
I did my hair, Ryan. Thank you. He's feeling it.
Look at that. I know, huh?
Yes. Yes. So do you have any last minute things? Any new projects you're hosting, or is that still under wraps for now?
Well, guys, I don't know if you guys know about it already, but there is going to be a nerd-centric, geek-centric kind of love dating advice show, and I'm going to be hosting it with Sarah. You guys have ever watched the Flashpoint after show?
They're both single. I don't know why they're giving you advice. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Sorry, it was there. I had to do it. I had to do it. I couldn't. It was like there's a slice of pizza there, and someone asked me not to take it.
You just curbed me so bad. I'm gonna call you Curb Gotti right now because damn, you curbed me. Like fuck, dude. Like when people say they shooting, like Kobe. Fuck. Oh my God. Bow! Assassin! Shot me! Damn, shot to the heart and it's too late.
I'm sorry.
Shooting! Okay, anyway, yeah, whatever. But she is my TV wife. You guys know that. So, my TV wife and I will be giving some love and dating advice. We're pretty jazzed. I'm so fucking jazzed you can call me Miles Davis. We're jazzed about this. We're so ready. I am just on one today.
You sound like that guy from Riverdale that used to speak in like pop culture.
Pop culture references? Yeah, I do that all day.
Reggie. I think it's
yeah, right. And I just say, they're like, what the fuck? I don't know. Bro, I didn't watch anything in the 90s. I don't know, bro. But no. Honestly, it's going to be great. It's called Quest for Player 2. You can look us up on Instagram and Twitter, just at Quest for Player 2 or QFP2. Yeah, there you go. Just look for us, and we'll be posting every day, around particular times, and giving advice even through there. So if you guys have questions or anything like that, you can send them out to us. What's the email if they want to send some questions out? What's just for anything? What's it at?
Fan questions.
Do we have one? Fan questions at that#show.com or whatever.
Words are hard.
Hi, Daniel. Words are hard. My head hurts. But no, it's a great show, and we'd love to be able to talk to you guys, advise you, help you out. So that's all. I mean, yeah.
Cool. So that's going to do it for us tonight, guys. That might do it for me for at least a month. We'll see if we can work something out, how I can still be on the show. But if not, I will see you guys after Labor Day. You can find me on Facebook at Miggy Spicy, on Instagram, Miggy Cosplay, and on Twitter, Miggy Spicy.
You can find me on all social media as Battlestar Galactica. That's right. I'm a grown up.
Battlestar
Galactica. Bow bow. Okay. Or Quest for Player 2. I gotta plug it.
There you go.
So just find me everywhere there. Either one of the two. Quest for Player 2, probably more a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I got you guys. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Guys, go see Atomic Blonde, Valerian. Go see Baby Driver.
Ready
Go
for
see
Player
a whole
One?
bunch of stuff came out recently. Go to the movies. Get out there.
Yeah.
Play some video games.
Please.
And
buy some comics. Support your local comic shops.
Yes.
Seriously, guys. They need to keep going so this way Hollywood have more stories.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, Queen. Yes.
And that's going to do it for us tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe to this channel to keep up to date with everything trending
in geek pop culture.
Good night.